Welcome back to Carl's Off the Grid. Today, I wanted to share something with you. With epidemic that's going around and everything like that, today's times are kind of unsure. And I thought maybe a good topic to talk about in this video would be personal protection. So today, I brought out two of the smaller guns that I feel the most comfortable using for my concealed carry. And with these guns, they're guns that are light enough that I can use them when I'm in dress clothes, when I'm in shorts, when I'm in clothes that are usually hard to conceal a gun. These two guns are my go-to guns. I just love them. And I'll show you the guns that I have right now, and let's talk a little bit about them. And for you guys that are into guns, I have one of the guns that I'm having some second thoughts on. When I carry ammunition in this gun for an extended period of time, the primers are slightly dented in, and I don't know if it happens from when I close the action, and I'm worried if this is going to put me at risk for this firearm discharging when I don't want it to discharge. So I'll show you the guns. It's a shame that that's happening. I hope that, I'll probably have to talk to a gunsmith. I'm hoping that I can find somebody that could answer some questions, because I love this gun and I want to keep carrying it. But I'll show you what I got. They're introductory level guns. The reason I like them is by trade, I am a plumber. When I do carry guns, they are subject to getting water slopped on them. And if they rust, I don't want to have $1,000 gun go to heck because of rust and dirt issues. So I'll show you what we got. All right, here's the two guns that I'm referring to that I love carrying for concealed carry. They're both 38s. The first is going to be this revolver. It's a Taurus Ultralight. I love it because if you notice, it has a shaved hammer. The gun is extremely, extremely thin profile. I can use it with just a regular pocket holster or put it in my waistband. I do have a smart carry holster that fits right underneath your belt in the front. And I can wear suit pants. I can wear shorts. I can wear this thing anywhere. And the gun is so thin and so light that nobody even knows that it's there. It's just a wonderful gun. Again, it's a Taurus Ultralight. I'll get some pictures of me shooting it. It's very low recoil, and it only carries 5 rounds. You can see that the action is a little bit thinner and narrower. It only carries 5 rounds in it, which at first I thought that would be a downside to it, but I learned later on from my experiences in life. I was held up at gunpoint a couple years ago, and I was talking to the detective. He says, Carl, on average, when he was interviewing me and we were conversing back and forth, he says the average gunfight when you're in a situation where you have to protect yourself is usually here in Wisconsin where I'm at, there's an average of only like 1.5 shots that are ever fired. So with 5 rounds in here, I feel pretty confident that either I'm going to scare the person away or I'll get lucky enough to hit them and put them down so that I can get myself to safety and protect my family. Okay, the second gun that I have is the gun that I'm a little bit concerned about. It's a little pea shooter, as my kids like to call it. It's got a 2-round capacity. When you open up this lever here, you switch the lever, turn the gun upside down, and the magazine opens up, and inside there are my 2 rounds. And if you look real closely at your screen, it looks like those primers have already been spent. See the dents that are in them? That's what concerns me. I don't think that's natural. The gun closes real easy. You slightly pull the hammer back, and then you can pull this lever back, and it closes the action. The gun is real small, fits in the palm of your hand. I usually don't even carry a holster with this one. It'll go directly in a pocket. If I'm wearing looser khaki pants or blue jeans, or even my flannel, I'll put it in there. It's so small. The weight is very minimal. It doesn't make it obvious that you're carrying a gun. So these are my 2 favorite guns, and I wanted to show you that for that reason. And let's go ahead and I'm gonna fire this gun on camera. I wanna see if those bullets are going to go off or if they're not going to go off. And I'm going to show you before I fire it. I'll pull out the rounds. You can see that it's all still there. It's a hollow point personal defense bullet. And then here's, let the camera focus. There's that primer. See the dent that's already in the primer? That's my concern. Is this thing gonna fire prematurely? Or what in the world is going on with this gun? Because it's worrying me. All right, so without any further ado, here we go. Let's give it a shot and see how it tests out. They both work. I know I should have hearing protection on, but for interest of time, I don't have it. So even with that primer being semi-dented in, if you look at it right now, let's see if the camera's gonna focus, it doesn't look that much worse than what it was before I first fired it. So there you go. This gun bucks a little bit because the barrels are so short, but it's a very easily concealed gun. I've neglected to tell you the name of this one. This is made by Cobra Enterprises, and this is a little model CB38. The 38 stands for 38 caliber. I love 38 caliber rounds, a little bit bigger than carrying a 9mm round, and it's big enough that it can put somebody down if you're at risk. All right, here's the other gun. This is the Taurus Ultralight. This is also a 38. You can see the rounds on here. Nothing is dented in. Everything looks perfect the way that it should be. There's no safety on this gun. The other gun, I should go back before I shoot this one. Sorry for being a little all over the board and not being prepared. It does come with its own safety. It's a push button safety that slides from side to side. I don't use the safety very often because this gun, if you pull the trigger, it won't just fire. You actually have to cock the hammer back and then pull the trigger and it'll fire. So because of that reason, I don't have to use the safety if I don't want to, if that makes any sense. All right, so here we go with the Taurus Ultralight. This gun has a short barrel as well. I think this is technically like a 2.5-inch barrel. And I love the gun. There's not much kick to it. You notice I'm keeping my finger outside the safety, or outside the trigger guard. You never put your finger on a safety unless you're ready to shoot and discharge the gun. So we'll go ahead, we'll point it in a safe direction. This is nothing but my property in Nicolet, Chequamegon National Forest. So I'm going to be shooting into a side of a hill where I know I have a safe backstop and I'm not going to be concerned about am I going to hit anybody or damage anything. So here we go. This is the Taurus Ultralight. And I'll just fire a couple rounds so you can see what it's like. So pretty manageable gun. It doesn't have much kick. Your casings are all kept inside the gun, so you don't have to worry about your casings being dispersed all around. You can take them out easily enough. And there's a little bar here in the middle. Press that and it pushes all your casings out for you. Gun's real easy to clean, very light. Again, the Taurus Ultralight, I've got nothing but good things to say about it. So thank you for watching this short video. For those of you who might have any input on that smaller model CB38 gun, if you have any input as to why you think it's pushing the primers in, and is that going to be any harm or issues to me, please leave a comment in the comment sections. I'd like to thank my subscribers that have been with me for a while, and I'd really like to thank the people that are my new subscribers. Especially, I notice I've had a trend of a lot of YouTubers that are starting to watch my channel. I'm interested in growing this community and developing a relationship with you people. I think it'd be really fun for me to try to teach a little bit that I know to you, and believe me, I learn a ton of things from you viewers. So don't be afraid to click like. If you haven't subscribed yet, hit the subscribe button and hit the bell for the notifications, and then leave a comment. That'd be great. We'll catch you next week on Carl's Off the Grid.